What's up, Dusk the Viking here. We're going to do a really quick start guide for Ghost Exile. Now, the reason I'm putting this out is, wow, that is a really active ghost. The reason I'm putting this out is because the game doesn't have its tutorial ready yet. There's a lot of confusing questions, and I think people are maybe struggling a little bit just to get going because nothing is really explained. Alright, so for starters, let me turn away from the light so we can see our book a little bit better. For starters, the whole seal system, disregard this for now. You don't necessarily need it. You can't even buy the spray paint anyway. Disregard the exile system as well. The only thing you really need to care about is the evidence system and your types of ghost. Now, when you first start, one of the things that you will notice is you don't start with, like, the dots projector, and you don't start with the voice recorder, which is kind of, like, those are our core clue-finding elements. But here's the reason I feel like that is being done. One, and this is the big one, is because the game is trying to feed itself to you in very small bite-sized pieces, which makes it really easy to just focus on literally one thing at a time, and that just being a little bit of evidence and the on-site mechanic of the fuse box and the water-based heater. Now, sometimes this will be missing a fuse. You'll visibly be able to see one of these white fuses missing. When that is the case, you'll have to go around the map and open drawers and look for the fuse. Some of these drawers will be locked. There is currently not a way to open the locked drawers, so those are ignorable. You'll also, you can hear this ghost, sometimes have to open, like, these little cabinets. But thankfully, they minimize exactly how much furniture you have to search through. A lot of this stuff like this, you can't actually open the doors. The big closets are actually for you to hide in from a ghost hunt. These are actually dedicated hiding spots. And there is a mini game that pops up if the ghost gets close to that, where you'll have to hit your spacebar or click in rhythm to the heartbeat to keep the ghost from detecting you or finding you in the closet. So some fun little stuff like that. But yeah, this, we don't search through any of those. It's just really these obvious drawers, so that's pretty handy. Now, you cannot blow the breaker by turning on too many lights, but the ghost is very active in flipping off that breaker, so the lights are going to go off a lot anyway. As you can see here, we can run through and turn every light in the house on. Boop. Every light in the house is now currently on. We have not blown the breaker. Ooh, it's knocking on stuff. Alright, so let's get out some of the evidence that might be a little confusing. The first one being traces of ectoplasm. This is fingerprints, which some of the community has cleverly renamed from fingies, which you call it in Faz, to toes. T-O-E, traces of ectoplasm. But it's basically handprints. And the handprints, so far as we've seen, will appear on doors or like little cabinets like this is where we've seen them so far. Now, as far as the voice recorder and the voice box, from what we can tell so far, you do need to be in the dark. And for the voice recorder, this thing can be a little tricky to use once you buy it. You won't start with it. You left-click to start, ask a question, left-click to stop it, and then right-click to play it back. Don't let this thing run to 15 seconds, or it'll kind of like bug out on you. No, stop. I'm doing a tutorial. Where are you? Where are you? Okay, so we left-click a second time. Might be in there. And now we right-click to play it back and listen. All right, we didn't get anything this time, but that's pretty common. You might have to give it a few goes. The ghost does not always guarantee evidence. Like, it could be ectoplasm or fingerprints, but just because it messes with the door isn't a guarantee that it'll put them down. This game is very, very paced, and you don't just run in and just throw your stuff down and get the evidence. You have to work at a lot of it, and there will be a lot of looking for the same evidence over and over again. Let's get out one more thing here really quick. Now, ghost orbs, you probably know what a ghost orb is and what you're looking for with that. The haze might trip you up a little bit, though. The haze is basically a giant ghost orb that is very slow and almost blobby. So if you see a ghost orb and you're like, oh my god, that thing is gigantic, it's a haze, is what that is. Now, a lot of the stuff in this game is placeholder, and it's all going to be replaced. It's 3 devs, and what they have, they've made in 3 months. And I think they've got a week 1 patch already ready to go. They're doing incredible work at an incredibly rapid pace. This reminds me of the Phasmophobia launch, which was super buggy at launch, but the dev for that game was just pounding out like a patch a week, addressing stuff and fixing things, and he got Phas on track really quick, and I expect the exact same thing from this game. So really, really amazing dev team so far. The game is definitely... It turned the heater off. The game is definitely worth supporting, in my opinion. Alright, so that's just like your basics. You should really focus just on the evidence, trying to guess your ghost and get out, and then getting familiar with the game's mechanics. Now, when you don't have, like, the voice recorder, but there's an option for there to be a voice recorder ghost, let's say one of these is voice recorder. This thing's really active. Part of the reason that is done is to encourage you to look at your ghost types and read into their behavior patterns a little bit and start looking at that part of the game. Now, when you're new, you're not going to understand the behavior enough to be able to guess the ghost. And some of the behaviors, again, three months of development by 3 devs, some of the behaviors might even be a little buggy and not working properly. But the idea is to get the player to look toward behaviors, though, is something that you should be looking into as part of the game's mechanics. So that's why you don't start with all the core evidence. I actually think that's very subtle and brilliant game design, and I really like it. All right, one more thing really quick I'm going to show off, and that's that every site has a Ouija board on this particular map, which is one of the smaller maps. It's only got 3 spawn locations. This back corner of this bedroom, back corner of this bedroom, and then downstairs in the back corner down there. But the Ouija board is super important. You'll need to use this in every single investigation. Well, you won't need to, but it's very helpful because you need to use it to find the ghost's room, which is important for, eventually important for the use of sigils. Let's play with those really quick. You don't have to press anything, just walking up to the Ouija board activates it. And there's only 2 questions that work right now. Where is your favorite room, and how old are you? And you need to hold down your push to talk, even in single player. Where is your favorite room? I'm going to go get some sanity pills. That does destroy the O-sanity. Some ghosts do not like being asked questions. Oh, it didn't hurt my sanity at all. Anyway, we get sanity pills anyway. Also, there we go. You have to mouse wheel to a free hand to pick stuff up. If you'll notice, I have 3 things, and I still have the flashlight. The flashlight is something you always have by default. You turn it on by pressing T for torch, and you open your journal by pressing N for notebook. Alright, so let's try this again. We'll have to be a little bit more aggressive here. Or just have to be aggressive. Where is your favorite room? There goes a little sanity. Where is your favorite room? I'm going to go ahead and hit the sanity pills. This one is being really angry. I think I might have accidentally got like a really hostile ghost here. Where is your favorite room? There we go. I finally decided to agree. Looks like we're probably going to get upper hallway. Now, it doesn't use R's or P's twice. It'll just hover for a little bit. Okay, so upper hallway. So we're going to do something really fun here really quick for the end of this. Now, you won't have seals yet, and I told you to mostly ignore seals and sigils. But when you get to them, you will often need to place them in the ghost's room. And the two that you're going to use the most when you're not doing the exile is going to be Baphomet to increase the ghost's activity, to speed up evidence collection, and the Sigil of Astaroth, which is to help lower its chance to hunt. And it says the sigil may be destroyed and will reduce the ghost speed by 30% for 30 seconds when the hunt starts. I actually don't know how that works, if that's automatic or what. So still a question I have. Again, the game is brand new. There will be a lot of questions to ask. I will be putting out more in-depth guides as I tear more into this game. But we're going to try something, and that is putting a bunch of sigils of Baphomet in the ghost room. You get 3 sprays per can, and you can only have 2 cans at maximum. Right, this was the activity one. Am I doing this right? Yeah. I have a feeling, you can put these bad boys on the wall, that multiple seals might have multiplying effects. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got all 6 seals down. Let's see if the ghost activity just skyrockets. It already seemed to react pretty heavily. We got a major ghost event up there. Okay, so we hear doors, we hear stuff being thrown around. Now, obviously, you probably wouldn't want to do this normally because you need some of that spray paint to do the exile. But this is just kind of a fun thing to do here. It doesn't seem like it's going crazy. Maybe there's not a multiplier effect. Well, I don't know. I think there actually... Yeah, there is. It's like non-stop activity now. If I was going to do multiple seals, though, I would probably do multiple seals of Astaroth and not Baphomet. Oh, the activity's actually not going off the charts. Maybe they don't stack. Maybe they don't stack. Anyway, that's pretty much the basis of Ghost Hunter Core. This is a really active... I don't think I got any evidence. So we're just going to guess based on behavior. This is just a super angry, loud, constantly active ghost. I'm going to say Obake. There obviously are a lot of ghosts that will fit this description, and I didn't gather any evidence, so we don't have any way to narrow this down. So this is just going to be a blind guess. Riad Obake. There you are. When you're ready to leave, you just come here and click on Collect the Hunt. And we'll see if we got it right.
Well, it could have been worse.
So we probably got it wrong. So that was the Shirio. God, I swear to God, the Shirio is the new Oni for me. Get this one all the time. So we're going to click Accept Reward, and we're going to get our 38 XP and our $25, because we did get one whiteboard objective.
Well, this time it's not bad.
Not bad. As far as buying items, you're gonna come in here, select equipment, and go to shop. Oh, I hate that.
Feel free to purchase some new equipment.
I hope they turn that guy down. The primary pieces of evidence or things that you're gonna want to buy, obviously the voice recorder and the dots projector, so that you can get your core evidence. After that, I'm gonna say sanity pills and then spray paint. I think those are your go-to. And then salt at some point. Salt's dirt cheap, so you probably just buy it anytime you have 10 extra dollars laying around. And past that, it's probably up to you. You'll get a feel for the game and feel what kind of stuff you want to get. The floodlight, I will warn you, is $300 and super, super, super underwhelming. I would avoid the floodlight. Anyway, hope you guys found this guide useful. I've got to get my stream started. Pop over there for more info. We'll catch you later. Don't forget to like; it helps out the channel. Hey, yeah.